Seeing yourself is the fastest way to progress in surfing, and you don't necessarily need a coach. The thing is, everything happens so fast in surfing that it's really hard to apply everything you know you should be doing, and reviewing the footage gives you time to think about that. The goal is to bridge the gap between what you've learned from all the information available out there and what you are doing in practice. You don't need to record all of your sessions, and you don't need any fancy equipment to do so. An old phone is all you need, and a tripod will do the work if you don't have a partner or friend to film you. In this video, I'm going to show you how I go about analyzing the footage. It's not perfect and I might be wrong sometimes, but this analytical approach is what got me through the intermediate phase. So let's talk about the conditions first. The waves were clean but tricky to surf. There was a long period swell in the ocean, but it was crossed with a short period swell. This meant the waves were really sectioned and often had lumps in the face. First wave was pretty fast, and that's a perfect training ground for floaters. I should have kept the high line and mount over the lip as soon as I got some speed. This was a complete closeout. I pulled in and got a short vision. I don't think I could have done any better. Same thing as wave 1 here. I had the high line and I should have just climbed the lip instead of going down the face. So what happened there is I initiated that top turn too late. I was going for a carve, but my rail was too far up the lip and I slipped out. I should have either done a snap pivoting off the back foot more or just initiated the carve earlier. First wave I'm happy with. I kept a high line and went for a roundhouse. I kept the board on rail for as long as I could, and I even got the rebound. On this wave, my initial plan was to do a floater on the last section, but I dropped the plan as soon as I saw the guy on the inside. No turn is worth getting injured or injuring someone else. I think I read this wave really poorly. I was way too deep for the ride. I should have gone left and tried to get a turn before it closed out. To me, that was a perfect ride. Good speed generation, and I hit the section right in the spot. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the first portion of this wave. The turn was okay. However, I think I should have connected with the inside section by doing a wider cutback, projecting me further into the whitewash. The rest of the wave had a nice wall to it, and I could have gotten another turn in. First time going left, and I was surprised by how quickly it closed out. I should have reacted faster and hit that section. I'm absolutely happy with this one. Honestly, I bailed because I got scared of the board in front of me, but I think I could have made the doggy door on this one. happy with this turn. I think I could have hit the lip a second time on the closeout, but I would have needed to commit a little less to the first turn for that. On waves like this, the question is always whether pulling out was the right call or not. There surely was an inside section, and it looks like the connection was feasible. I think I should have faded the takeoff and attempted to connect. That was one of the best turns of my session. I'm happy with it. I could have certainly hit the lip a second time, but again, there was a guy on the inside, so I pulled out. It's just never worth it to take this kind of risk. Oh no! What happened there is I didn't paddle hard enough. I was a bit high up in the lip and lost my balance as a result. I should have paddled much harder to take off lower on the face of the wave. Here I paddle much harder and pop up mid-face. I think I could have gone down more and hit the lip a lot harder as the wave was closing out. Here I kept a high line to try and gather speed to connect with the inside section, but I ended up right in the lump and I couldn't do anything. I should have done my turn on the first portion of the wave. I was well positioned here and had lots of speed, but once again, I didn't want to go for the turn and risk hitting that guy on the inside. Better safe than sorry. That was a perfect section for a floater with plenty of space to get speed before it. But I decided to go face first into the whitewash instead. That was weird. That was well surfed, but I could have projected my first bottom turn more vertically. That would have given me more space to prepare the second turn. I'm still happy with this one. I was way behind on this one, but I think if I pumped sooner, I would have avoided getting hit by the wave. I would have carried more speed down the line and I might have been able to do a turn. That was a throwaway wave. I don't think there was anything interesting to do on this one. My best left and possibly most well-surfed wave. One quick turn after I got up, and then I loaded my bottom turn to hit the lip hard on the closeout. Considering how mellow that connecting section was, I don't think I could have done a turn, and I think the next section was a bit too hollow for a floater. So I think getting a vision was the right call. I should have paddled a little bit harder on this takeoff, but there was a guy in front of me that I don't think I could have avoided, so I might have had to pull out anyways. It's a bummer because that wave had some potential. I loaded my bottom turn pretty well, but I put too much weight over my front foot and I bugged my rail. Those waves were pretty weak, so they didn't give me the opportunity to push hard through my turns. Finishing off with a nice turn with my weight well balanced over the back foot. The inside portion was very lumpy and I couldn't really get another turn in. So here it is. That's how I approach my surf progression. This wasn't a good session for me, but that is even better. Like I said in the beginning of the video, the goal with reviewing your own surfing is to identify what you failed to do in the heat of the moment. So the more mistakes you make, the easier it'll be to point them out. There is so much information out there that I believe every surfer in the world is able to analyze their own surfing and identify areas of improvements. If you need some help reviewing your footage, I would be happy to give you some cues to look for in order to be able to make your own analysis in the future. Just shoot me an email at maximebessonsurf@gmail.com and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.